Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning here on BettingPros.com. Always being brought to you by BetMGM. The offer, $10 to win $150. Any event, promo code JUICE150 at BetMGM or BetMGM.com using that promo code JUICE100. All right, so kind of an up and down night. Astros, we get that right. We're now 2-0 in the World Series. Astros win, money line -110. That comes in 7-2. The over did hit tonight. I got scared away. 8.5. It barely came in 7-2, but we'll take it. If you bet the over, congrats. Got the Astros to win. So money line Braves yesterday or 2 days ago, and now money line Astros tonight. So good there on the start for the World Series. We head with an off day back to Atlanta. We get the John Collins prop correct, over 14.5 points. He cashed that. And then Damian Lillard, man, the over 4.5 made threes at +130. He was 4 of 8, and then he missed his next 3, which he had open looks on. If he hits one of those 3, goes to 5, and we get over and we catch that. Just been one of those weeks. We've been like right there with some good outcomes. Didn't happen. Celtics looked horrible. Hawks win, and they would have covered, even though they didn't cover the line of 4. They won by 3. Would have covered our teaser, but did not for the Celtics because they lost outright to the Wizards. So that did not hit. So 2-2 day for us here on the podcast. Okay, so I'm not going to go too in depth here with the picks because I have 3 plays on Thursday Night Football, and I've given you 2 of them already on the Discord channel, and this is why being on the Discord channel is very, very important. In fact, I'll give you one more. Actually, I'll give you 4 plays here. I'll give you 2 because I've already given you one other play that I gave out on the Discord channel earlier because of a line number that I liked that I jumped on, but that's why bettingpros.com/chat or the link underneath me here on YouTube is really important. So I'm not going to go too long tonight. It's going to be kind of a quick podcast. But here's just one quick announcement here on a Thursday morning. If you guys are up and listening throughout the day, I've been kind of teasing this a little bit, and you guys were like, wait, you aren't leaving the Daily Juice. No, I am not leaving the Daily Juice, okay? Daily Juice is still... Until my contract, I still have a contract with the company, and that contract is going to be honored. I'm not going anywhere. However, and you guys are the first ones to know this because I think it's important to tell you guys because I really think that the Daily Juice audience is a huge part of what has happened to me over the last 2 years and the growth of my career and what has led me to a new job. And so I want to tell you guys first because I think you guys deserve it for one thing, and I think it's thanks to you guys a lot because I get this opportunity. So I can't tell you where I am going yet, but Friday will be my last radio show for Pushing the Odds. So I will no longer be on Pushing the Odds. I am going to a company where I'm going to be doing a lot of podcasting, a lot of video, and there will be a new daily show starting at some point in either late November or early December, but I'm going to be off the air for at least a couple of weeks, maybe a month. And we got to kind of figure out how we're going to get everything up and going. And I start with my new job on Monday. So Pushing the Odds has been a 4-year odyssey, and it's been incredibly fun. And I've loved being on the radio, and I love radio to death. But the one thing that this podcast has taught me is that media has changed dramatically, and you can have a monster impact with on-demand media. And so the live component of radio, which I often found to be so compelling and so interesting, still works in local radio. But I don't work in local radio. My talents did not work in local radio because I liked too many things that didn't make sense. When I was in Boston, I still liked talking college football. That didn't fly. When I was in the Midwest, I liked talking about the NFL more than college. That didn't fly. When I lived in the South, I liked talking about baseball. That didn't fly. When I was living in Texas, talking about things that weren't Texas related did not fly. So that's just, I've always kind of been in this place where doing national radio or national topics always made sense. So now I am leaving radio. After a 20-year radio career, I'm going to be officially leaving radio as of Friday. So Friday will be my last radio show. And then Monday, I will announce where I am going and the company I'm going to go and work for. And then I will tell you more about the daily show once it actually gets all put together and we know when, where, how, who, and everything that will happen. So a lot of announcements, a lot of excitement, but I've been so busy and I am so tired. It's been an incredibly stressful week, and I just can't wait to get through Friday and then just relax and just have some fun and just kind of celebrate the career and to new beginnings and everything else. So nothing is changing. Underscore, boldface. Nothing is changing. If you are a Daily Juice listener, you will hear nothing else. Nothing's changing. Still with the live streams. Still with the with Discord chats, and still with the Discord bets and the circa million chats and all the stuff we're doing. Nothing is changing. It's just my full-time job will be changing dramatically come Friday. So that's the big announcement that will happen on my radio show coming up here today on Thursday. And then Friday will be my last radio show officially. So just FYI on that in case you are hearing stuff or see stuff on the internet. But just know it from me. Daily Juice, not moving, not changing. Nothing's going to be different. So, okay, let's get to the picks here. Okay, Thursday night. This number is no longer available. It might come back. But right now, at the time of taping, most books are at 6.5. Arizona Cardinals plus 6.5. I told you on the Discord channel we were waiting for 7. We got 7 at Circa Sports, and I jumped on it for a full unit. I'm not touching the total, okay? I lean under. I do. But it's Aaron Rodgers, and it's the Cardinals, and I'm not going to do a same-game parlay on this because I don't know which way to tease it. And I don't know to pull it down and give the Cardinals the win or have the Packers go plus 7 and give them 13 points. I don't know. If I had to do it, I would lean towards giving the Packers 13 points and taking the total down and betting the over. But I equally could take the Cardinals down to -1, take the total up from 49.5 up to 55.5 and take the under. Okay, so I'm going to take the points because I think this is too many points. The look-ahead line here for this game was 3.5, okay? Then Davante Adams comes out, line moves 2 points. Allen Lazard comes out, line moves another half a point, goes to 7. I jump on it, and now we're back down to 6.5. 7 is the threshold. We're not getting over 7.5, okay? No one's going over 7.5. I got the best number on the board. Will it matter? I don't know. Closing line value means nothing. CLV, it means nothing, but I do have the best number on the board. And I think it's too heavy, okay? There have been stats thrown around a lot about what Aaron Rodgers has been able to do without both Davante Adams and Allen Lazard last year. In the 2 games that Davante Adams was not part of the roster, the team for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers had no problem moving the football. 67 points scored in the 2 games without Davante Adams. 610 yards for Aaron Rodgers and 7 touchdowns. And Allen Lazard did miss one of those games, okay? Last year versus this year, I get it, but you still have Tunyon. You still have the running game. You still have other wide receivers. You still have Cobb. You still have ways of moving the football here, okay? J.J. Watt's out for the year. That's not good. You're getting some guys back from Arizona on the defensive side, but I still think it's Aaron Rodgers. And I got Rodgers plus 7. Look, it may be public. I don't really care. Taking the Packers at plus 7 for 1 unit here, okay? Buy it up if you have to at 6.5. Buy it to 7. I want the full 7 points. Packers on the road. Let's hope for a good, hard-fought, close game between the Packers and the 7-0 Arizona Cardinals. All right, so I've got 2 prop bets to give you, and they're both from FanDuel, and I think they are actually the wrong numbers here. I may come back with 2 NBA props. I probably will have 2 NBA props to round out the night to have a couple of more things in play, but these are quarter-unit plays for me. Aaron Rodgers passing numbers, 254.5. The prop bet cheat sheet is projecting 265 yards passing for Aaron Rodgers. DraftKings is at 262 for this number. FanDuel was at BetMGM was at 260 for this number. 254.5. I gave this number to you guys in the Discord channel last night. Aaron Rodgers over 254.5 yards passing. I just told you he threw for 670 yards in the 2 games without Davante Adams on the field with him last year. And one of those games was without Allen Lazard as well. So you might go, oh, Matt, how many wide receivers? You may have 2, 3 wideouts being out due to COVID. Don't care. It's Aaron Rodgers. He'll make do. He'll make do. I mean, Tom Brady made do last year with a bunch of nobodies. Aaron Rodgers will make do. 254.5 yards passing. Aaron Rodgers got 10 yards of value there from the prop bet cheat sheet. I'm going to jump on it for a quarter unit. 254.5 yards rushing passing for Aaron Rodgers. And I'm going to come back for a quarter unit as well. Chase Edmonds, the running back for the Arizona Cardinals. Chase Edmonds is having a very nice year running the football. 81, 46, 15, 120, 26, 46, and 63 so far for Chase Edmonds. His number is set at 44 and a half. Right now, the rush defense for the Packers is 22nd in the NFL. They're giving up 120.9 rushing yards per game on average. Last three, however, Green Bay's been giving up 146. Last game out, they gave up 195 yards rushing, all right? It may be James Conner as well, but I think Chase Edmonds is going to get a lot of carries here tonight because DeAndre Hopkins is not 100%, okay? And I think they want to keep the football away from Aaron Rodgers. I don't think you want to have, a back-and-forth battle here if you're the Cardinals, even with Kyler Murray. Why even get into that type of firefight with the Green Bay Packers, in particular because the red zone defense for the Packers is horrible. Like we just know that the red zone defense has not been good at all for the Green Bay Packers this year. And just really, looking at it defensively as a whole, defense has not been great for the Green Bay Packers this year. While Arizona's defense, 16.3 points per game given up, is number one in the NFL. I'm not buying it. Okay, I don't think that that's a realistic number, in particular because they're giving up 5 yards per rush. That's the 31st best in the NFL. That's not good. Only giving up 6 yards per pass play. That's third best in the NFL. But again, I'm not really buying these numbers too much given the teams that they have played. They've not played a quarterback anywhere near the caliber of Aaron Rodgers. Packers are scoring 24 points per game. Packers only giving up 7 points per game, but their problem is in the red zone. They're just not great in the red zone. They give up too many easy opportunities and touchdowns. Right now, red zone scoring offenses, they're giving up a touchdown 79% of the time. That's 30th in the NFL, third to worst in the NFL in red zone. You get to the red zone, you score touchdowns. Washington didn't do that. That's why Washington lost 24-10 last week. They were stopped on fourth down twice inside the red zone by this Packers defense. If the Cardinals are kicking field goals, we're going to feel pretty good about the Packers +7. That's a really big key to watch here in terms of touchdowns. Arizona's scoring 3.9 touchdowns per game. That's third best in the NFL. Packers are giving up 2.7 touchdowns per game. That's 14th best, kind of middle of the pack. Arizona's only giving up 2 touchdowns a game. That's third best in the NFL, but 2.7 touchdowns a game for the Green Bay Packers. I like Green Bay to throw the football here. I like Green Bay to move the football here. They're averaging 235.9 passing yards per game. I think they go over that, obviously. I think we're talking about 260, 275 yardage here through the air. And I think they will try to run the football, obviously, with the Packers. And we may come back with other prop bets as well as the day goes on. But the 3 plays on Thursday Night Football, we're going Packers +7 for 1 unit. We're going the over 254.5 Aaron Rodgers passing yardage, and Chase Edmonds over 44.5 yards rushing. Both those can be found at FanDuel. Now, one more bet I gave you during the Discord channel, and this number has been ping-ponging around here a little bit, but it's the Cincinnati Bengals on the road at the New York Jets. The second that Mike White was named the starter for the Jets, I jumped on this and took the 10 points. Cincy -10. I told you about it during the Discord channel. The thing went up all the way to 12, has now since been bet back down to 10.5 or 11, okay? So the professionals are saying the ceiling for this is 11 points. But I have 10 points for Cincinnati. And I have a defense that gave up 54 points to the Patriots last week. I've got Mike White, who did not look good. Against the Patriot defense, it's okay. I think the Bengals defense is better than the Patriots defense. Highly underrated. Defensive line's very, very good. They get after the quarterback. I think Mike White's going to throw a couple of interceptions here in this game. And I think after going for 200 against the Ravens, I'm not buying this is a spot game. Okay? I don't buy this. It's a spot game. It's a spot for the Jets to rise up, and the Browns are the opponent. They're looking ahead to the Browns. Why are the Bengals looking ahead to anybody? They're the Bengals. And why are the Bengals looking ahead to the Browns, who don't have, no Baker Mayfield, most likely? The running backs are banged up. Why is that Browns game so significant? The real game was the Ravens. You want to tell me that the Ravens, a letdown after the Ravens game, that's the problem? Maybe. But the Bengals are young, and they don't know any better. What this is a stat-stuffing game for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase had 201 yards, including an 82-yard touchdown reception last week against the Ravens. They want to do that again. And this is the Jets, who have a coach in Robert Saleh who's supposed to be this defensive mastermind. Like, ooh, look out for them. They're supposed to be so good defensively. Yeah, the Jets are awful defensively. I mean, I don't understand. And I know C.J. Mosley may come back. That's a player. That's one guy. That's not going to solve a defense that's giving up 29.2 points per game right now, which is 29th in the NFL. Sorry. Since he's giving up 18.3 points per game, that is 5th best. Since he's scoring 27 points per game, that's 7th best. They're scoring 3.3 touchdowns per game, and the Jets are giving up 3 touchdowns per game. This is more a bet on the defense for Cincy against the offense for the Jets than what Joe Burrow and company may or may not be doing by overlooking this Jets defense. I just think 10 points, look, it's 20-10, and we're fine. If it's 20-7, we're fine. I just don't think this Jets defense can stop the Cincinnati Bengals, really, and I don't think the Jets score all that much. I think maybe they score 14 points in this game. I think we're getting to 28 points at least for Cincinnati, if not more. Mike White will throw interceptions and turn the football over. -10, Cincinnati. I gave it to you on the Discord channel. Look around for the number. You have to shop and wait around, but I gave it to you yesterday on the Discord channel for this very reason, because I like the 10, -10, -110. All right? So we got 4 plays in the NFL, 3 tonight in our first one for Sunday. Packers +7. Rodgers over 254.5 passing. Chase Edmonds for Arizona over 44.5 yards rushing. And Cincinnati -10. Prop bets are a quarter unit. Other bets are 1 full unit for us here on a Thursday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.